Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe, where the drip is elite, the vibes hit different, and your latte comes with attitude. Let's go. Yeah, we brewed in Brooklyn, step inside and feel the wave. Got that latte with the attitude, drip that never fades. From the block to the counter, yeah, we do this every day. Welcome to the cafe, where the vibe is here to stay. Brewed in Brooklyn, yeah, the energy's insane. Every shot, every sip, running caffeine through your veins. From sunrise till closing, we be doing our thing. Brooklyn Cafe, you know the name, you know the name. Yeah. Walk in, door chime, everybody know what's up. Got the regulars line quick, all waiting for that cup. Barista with the flick of the wrist, no misses. Latte art so pretty you could blow it kisses. City hustle in the background, steam in the air. Sitting cozy in the corner like you living without care. Croissant so flaky it can make a grown man cry. Take a bite, ayy, that's a taste of the sky. Sunlight streaming through windows, dancing on the floor. Conversations buzzing, got you coming back for more. Each sip is a hug, each corner a new friend. In here the love for coffee never comes to an end. Gotta love the vibe, conversations flow like streams. Blueberry muffin dreams, living out loud with no schemes. Brooklyn's heartbeat stronger with every cup served. In the cafe, man, you get what you deserve. In Brooklyn, step inside and feel the wave. Got that latte with the attitude, drip that never fades. From the block to the counter, yeah, we do this every day. Welcome to the cafe, where the vibe is here to stay. Yeah, we brewed in Brooklyn. Step inside and feel the wave. Got that latte with the attitude, drip that never fades. From the block to the counter, yeah, we do this every day. Welcome to the cafe. Yeah, welcome to the cafe, where the vibe is here to stay. Yeah, every seat tells a story, every cup's a new tale. Tune into the rhythm while the barista sets sail. People laughing, people crying, it's a community affair. Welcome to Brooklyn Cafe, man, you welcome everywhere. Chilling on the patio, skateboarders roll past. Background beats thumping, the memories gon' last. So raise your cup up high, toast to the best day. Brooklyn Cafe, life, we do it our way. So when the sun sets low and the evening starts to fall, remember that the Brooklyn Cafe welcomes us all. We'll keep crafting that magic, you'll always know the name. And every sip, every laugh is forever the same. Brewed in Brooklyn, let's keep making it known. In this little corner, you'll never be alone.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Midday Show. Now, before we begin, yes, I want you to look at my, I was going to say the N word, but
Fugglers.
Nipples.
I was like, what was it? What?
I know. I had to jump back in the boat real quick. I know. The mind went all over the place. I know. So anyway, what I would like to do before we start the show, I want to call Silk up here. Silk, come here.
Apparently she's filming you instead.
Come here.
Look at her face. She's like, why? What?
Come here. We're going to overcome one of your fears. Get up here. And I want to take this.
I don't want to.
Come on. I want to take this opportunity because it was her birthday.
Oh.
Come on up. Right here. Right here in the front. Front and center. Look at the camera. And I would like everybody to sing happy birthday to this young lady.
That's
Can we
not
do that?
uncomfortable.
Can we do that? How you feeling? You good? Don't faint now. You good? Look at the camera. Wave.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. Can we sing happy birthday?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to
To
you.
you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Raina.
Raina, Silk.
Happy birthday to you. Woo!
You good? Yes. You gonna make it? Yes. You still breathing? You breathing? Okay, good. You see? Not a big deal. Thank you. You did it. It was her birthday on Saturday, and we didn't get a chance to sing her happy birthday because she wasn't here. She was away on
Spring break?
spring
She
break.
was home on spring break.
Good. See how easy that is?
We're going to do that for you tomorrow.
Woohoo! Tomorrow, big day.
Wait, that's been canceled due to rain.
No,
We're gonna celebrate Friday.
partly cloudy with a chance
Tomorrow I'm
of
not coming in, by the
meatballs.
way.
Okay.
I decided
May as well
that
just make it a long weekend.
I'm gonna go take my AARP card somewhere.
Well, there's 2 magazines and 2 pamphlets in the lobby. I'm wondering how they actually magically appeared there.
Which
With,
ones?
with the address and name cut off.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's there? AARP magazine?
Yeah.
Yes, because Dawn will be joining the group on Tuesday.
But that's so not you to cut out the name and address,
I
which
would never
means
do that.
somebody else did that.
I wouldn't do that. That was Chuck. Chuck dropped it by.
No, I
He
guarantee
threw it through
you.
the slot.
I guarantee you that didn't happen.
That wasn't me. I wish I could take credit for that. I want to thank Gato for dressing me up today. Apparently, I don't know who this guy is. This SpongeBob?
SpongeBob and Squidward.
What's wrong with him?
He's a
Oh,
fuggler.
His pants are coming off. Jalen took his pants off accidentally, and now they don't stay on.
Oh, yeah. I told
Now they don't stay on. Somebody call HR.
Wow. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to the Midday Show. We haven't had this many people in studio for 2 weeks. Every room I go in, there's more people. It's
I know
kinda
Studio
nice, right?
A is full. You got Commissioner Gordon on the gate.
How many of you guys are graduating this year? Semester.
Anybody graduating?
Brooklyn. Anyone in Studio A graduating? We're going to find out. I know we've got Brooklyn, we've got Chloe. Anyone else?
Snoopy graduate? Nobody?
No one else in there. All right.
Are they ever graduating? What about Sydney? She graduating? Sydney, I think, is graduating.
Does she know she's graduating?
Is she breathing? Sydney, are you graduating?
I think so.
I guess not.
Anyway,
Yes,
we're
look up a
celebrating
calendar.
everybody's graduation. I'm going to send, actually, we can send it over to the board and pop it up. May 12th, we are celebrating graduation here in the studio. Those that are graduating now, those that have graduated in the past. For the Amp Media Futures Foundation, our next fundraiser at Crazy Uncle Mike's at 5 o'clock. So graduation theme, supporters, underwriters, anyone sponsors that want to take part, please let us know. Or tickets are simply $36. It's double high, which means double good luck in Jewish religion.
Double what?
High.
Hi.
High. CHAI is 18, which is good luck, which is to life. High. So it's double
The way
high,
your mind works.
double good luck.
How did you get 18 from 36?
I doubled it.
That's 72.
No, I didn't double 36. I doubled 18. But thanks for
Wow.
playing.
So you divided 36 by 2.
No, high is 18. I multiplied it by 2.
Does this make any sense to you?
Complete sense. I'm laughing at you.
18 divided by 2. 36
no, 18
divided.
is high.
18 is
18
high.
times 2 is 36.
I get high with 1. I don't need 13.
Wow. Yeah, he's equally offensive on every front. Anyway, happy Wednesday, everyone. It is Ubuntu Fish Day. We've got Dana Sardano of the Ubuntu room, and we are talking, this I must say is probably by far, wait till you see the original, the OG, one of my favorites. And it says, align that crown. And the fairy aligning her crown is just stupendously, unbelievably beautiful. So she's going to be sharing the head
Beware
chakra.
the head that wears the
Beware
crown.
the head that wears the crown, as you've said for many, many years.
Many years I've said that. I've said that before I met you.
Which is really interesting.
And now I meet you. And there it is.
A lot of good stuff happening. Some new music video put out by Heather and Gordon, which was a great video he created.
I saw the singing, by the way.
And that was Heather singing, which was fantastic.
Heather who, you ask?
And we've got some new great information getting ready to be unveiled, some new consulting services coming out of Amp Media Studios, so more to come on that note.
Inside the Mind of the Dawn.
Right, a lot of good stuff.
I've decided I'm going to call you the Dawn.
Because I had so many great ideas today.
Because you just stand alone from everything else. You are so far ahead. You are now, remember in the movie The Chad?
Yeah.
She called him the Chad.
Yeah.
So now you will be
The Dawn.
From now on, everything from now on, let's write out, it's the Dawn.
Some good ideas today, right?
I can't even keep up with you. It's so fast. I'm like,
It's because it's raining.
I'm blinking.
It's because it's raining and it's a new moon and everything's going straight on alignment. No more Mercury retrograde. We're going straight ahead. Your birthday's tomorrow. We've had a lot to be grateful for, a lot to celebrate, a lot of joy. Don't postpone joy.
You're funny.
Right?
Yes, and it's your birthday Tuesday.
And what's on Friday?
Our birthday party at Bramer's. Come on up.
Our birthday party, it's like you're 6.
Why?
Right? Didn't that sound so funny?
Our birthday.
It's a birthday
well, what
party.
do you want me to say?
It's
a
your
birthday party, baby. We're gonna actually.
Right? It sounds like a 6-year-old.
What I want to do is I want to bring some cardboard. Where's Gato? Gato.
He's right
I
there.
want to bring some cardboard and do some dancing on the outside of the Bramer's. What they call that?
Tap dancing?
No, not tap dancing.
Break dancing?
Break dancing. Oh, you see, it's funny how you remember those days. So Heather will be doing some break dancing up at Bramer's on cardboard.
Oh, hell yeah.
You spin on your head and all
Yeah,
that,
I
don't
can
you?
do that.
I know that Gordon does.
I can do that like leg thing and
Yeah.
yeah.
Gordon, you doing that?
Leg thing,
The worm.
I could
the
do
worm.
Max is doing the worm.
Oh no, I have to do the work. She asked if I could do the work. If I wait,
Go,
I could
Max,
do the work. I can figure out.
you can do the worm. Max, don't you break dance?
I can do the duck.
You
She
can do
can
the
do the
duck.
duck.
So we're gonna have ducks and worms and all sorts of other interesting
I will
animals. on
pop
Friday.
and lock.
You're gonna break. You're gonna break a hip and what?
Pop and lock.
Pop and lock.
That's
Pop
a
Pop
and lock.
name?
Yes.
and lock. Yeah, pop
Is
and
that what
lock
they
it.
call that?
From Legally Blonde.
Oh, I don't watch.
You pop, bend, and snap.
It's been
Wow.
You drop your
What a
pen,
party.
and then you bend and you snap.
Just like that.
You guys are nuts. You watch this too?
myself.
Wow.
And it's only Wednesday. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
And if you want one of these to open up your crown chakra, I want one. We have to get out to everyone early. I am in connection with my spirit and trust my intuition. And this is Moksha. And we're going to talk all about that when we have Dana Sardano of the Ubuntu Room join us. So more to come. What else you got?
There is a special commercial. I put it back on the board. That's going to be playing today. And if you can figure out what I'm talking about, and you call in 888-994-4995, Studio A, you win yourself a bag of coffee. If you know the special commercial that we're going to be playing, if you know it, you call in and you'll win the bag of coffee.
All right.
It's going to be playing in the first commercial bank.
All right, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break. More to come with the Ubuntu Room, Dana Sardano. So many exciting things happening in the studio. We'll be right back.
Discover Rosie's Garden. The collection draws inspiration from the beautiful niece of the founder, Rosie, who brought joy to many before passing too soon. Her beauty and spirit are reflected in every piece. Founded by 2 friends, Rosie's Garden is a female-owned brand passionate about creating stunning, elegant jewelry that embodies the concept of bellissima, the Italian word for beautiful. With a philosophy rooted in grace and elegance, the brand crafts each piece of jewelry using only the finest materials, including 18-karat gold and the highest quality craftsmanship, ensuring that every piece is a true work of art.
Finding the world's best coffee. Nothing can stop Don Pablo from getting you the rarest coffees. Traveling across continents, climbing the highest mountains, overcoming immense obstacles, all for the quest of greatness. Experience this excitement with every sip.
Looking for music that brings back the memories? True Oldies FLA is South Florida's premier destination for timeless hits from the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. Brought to you by M2 TV Network. broadcasting across multiple FM and HD stations, including 95.3 FM in Delray Beach and Boca Raton, 95.9 FM in Palm Beach County, 96.9 FM in Broward County and North Miami-Dade, and 106.9 FM on the Treasure Coast. True Oldies, FLA. Feel good music that spans generations.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more.
800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. 800-234-0316. That's 800-234-0316.
Big announcement. Big announcement.
This Friday, we're celebrating Dawn and Freddie's birthday, live at Bramer's Brazilian Cuisine at 12 p.m. in Boynton Beach. Everyone's invited. Come celebrate with us or watch the live show.
Duckworth Studio and AMP Media are collaborating to elevate your brand's visuals. It's time to update your image with professional photography. Let's showcase your brand with sophisticated, high-quality images. Whether you own a restaurant, a medical practice, an art studio, or lead a passionate team, we craft compelling stories for every business. Choose from a range of packages designed to fit your unique business needs, from a quick content refresh to extensive visual storytelling. Contact Max Duckworth today for your complimentary consultation. Email, call, text, or visit duckworthstudio.com.
Attention men, here's a great way to have more fun in bed and save money. If you want to take something like Viagra, they can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Yes, $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet. These pills work for men to improve their performance and confidence. You'll love them. And now for the price of 2 or 3 pills, you can get 50 or more for around $100. You'll save hundreds of dollars off retail prices. That's enough to buy your date a nice dinner. Don't pay expensive prices for Viagra. Call now, order 50 or more of our blue pills, and pay as little as $2 a pill and save hundreds of dollars. Call anytime for confidential shipping.
Call Steelman Pills now. 800-485-3208. 800-485-3208. 800-485-3208. That's 800-485-3208.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So give us a call if you notice the commercial, the hot commercial, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and says, and all you got to say is, I saw it, and tell me what it was.
All right, check out my jacket. Can you see it? I can't do boring. So these jackets are from Perla Lici, the decor diva. The fabric is stretchy denim, which is so super nice and so easy and pliable. It's not like that hard denim. All for sale right here at the studio. This comes in black and denim, but still stretchy. And then some beautiful great jackets for spring with the embossed Hamsa, the evil eye, some hearts, eyelashes. If you like bling and you're getting ready for spring, come on down and check these out right here in the studio. So they're putting a commercial together and a big blowout sale. So definitely not the listed MSRP.
And for our friends on Friday, you are invited. I see that you personally invited people via text. Well, you say something, it sort of works. So the Dawn invited you to come on out.
Dawn invited you to our birthday party.
Be there 11 o'clock. Is Sophia somewhere around? Sophia, you and what's her name?
Dee Dee.
And Dee Dee going to be doing...
How did she get her name?
Dee Dee?
Yeah.
Because I don't know her name.
Adisa.
Okay. Well, that's close enough.
It's close. You got Dee Dee from Adisa. Okay. Dana's going to be there.
Delisi.
We're doing some woo.
John Parker's supposed to be there to do
John
some
Justice
singing.
Parker's going to sing.
I tried to get you the Gypsy Kings, but he's coming Tuesday.
Oh, awesome.
For your birthday.
Georgie Lakatos. Oh my gosh, is he unbelievable.
With his friends.
Incredible.
And then I'm looking around to see if I can find little people, tall people, whatever people.
Sounds good. All right, you ready to get into this? Because we've been doing chakras with Dana Sardano probably 2-3 months already. We started with the root, moved up the body, and today is the crown chakra. So for those of you that are in touch with your inner woo, or you just want to get that higher elevation, today's the day for you. And certainly write in or tell us, I want one. I am in connection with my spirit and trust my intuition. This is moksha. So we're going to find out all about moksha. And this one, wait till you see the original. Probably one, although all of Dana's stuff is
How
my
do you
favorite.
make it this small?
Align that crown. Wait till you see the original.
Take a
Oh my
picture and
gosh.
shrink it.
Unbelievable. All right. Dana, you ready? Let's roll our intro.
This segment has been sponsored by the Ubuntu Room. Come join Dana Sardano as she offers life-changing advice that will affect the spiritual, emotional, and physical aspects of your being. Within her easily available writings, you will find the solution you need for your problems. Tune in to the Ubuntu Room on the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Hi, my name is Dana Sardano, and this is the Ubuntu Room. I am so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Today's the day. Sit tight. We are talking crown chakra. But for those of you who are new to who I am and what I do, the Ubuntu Room is a place where we talk all things personal empowerment, all things spiritual development, and everything that falls in between. It's where we recognize it. It's where we remember that the power is in our hands to create the lives that we desire. And as Dawn said, we spent the last several weeks talking about each chakra. I like to joke from the rooter to the tutor, but each chakra, what it looks like when it's balanced, what it looks like when it's imbalanced, and the importance of bringing them into balance. And today is the culmination of all that, where we talk about the crown chakra. Now, the crown chakra, so I keep doing this, it's located right here. It's represented in white or lavender. Greatest age of resonance is 42 to 49. And everything about the crown chakra is about presence and understanding our oneness and connectedness to all things. It's about non-attachment. And what creates imbalances in the crown chakra, and get ready because it's Broken Record Hour with Dana Sardano, it's all about misalignments in the lower chakras. In order to feel present, in order to not be so worried about what's going to happen or dwell in the past, in order to have oneness with all things without feelings of excessive worry or irrational fears, you have to feel safe. You have to feel strong and grounded. You have to understand that you're the creator of your reality and have a passion for your purpose. You have to be empowered and have a sense of worthiness. You have to have identity, know who you are. You have to have an open heart, love without condition or expectation, have forgiveness in your heart and compassion for others, free of resentments. You have to speak your truth, live in your truth, and live authentically. And then ultimately, you have to be connected to your gifts, your discernment, your clarity, your vision. And when all of that, like zipping up that zipper, like I've mentioned, when all of that is in alignment, your crown chakra is open, your channel is open, and you are connected to the magic all around you. I don't know if you remember, but several weeks ago when I was talking about, initially talking about the chakras, I mentioned that we are all an aspect, a fractal of much greater creative divinity. It's like blowing up that surgical glove. And when we are all aligned, that energy, that creative, all-loving, all-knowing energy, we become imbued with it. And we no longer have to rely on things externally. Now, the one thing that I want to focus on in talking about the crown chakra is this idea of non-attachment. I talk about presence and oneness and connectedness, but non-attachment is extremely important in having a balanced crown chakra. Now, I know I teeter on irreverent, but like when I think like non-attachment, teeter. But when I talk non-attachment, like people's perspective in the spiritual community, they think you have to like give up all your stuff and only have the clothes on your back and sleep on the floor and live like the monks. And that's not the case at all. Non-attachment is about disconnecting from what no longer serves us. And what's amazing to me is how the things that we are attached to that we don't even realize. Like, I wrote a whole recommendment in 10 Recommendments for Personal Empowerment, 6th recommendment, by the way, about attachment. We attach to things like identity. Oh my God, when I left my career in education, I grieved for like a year because it took me so long to detach from that identity. We attach to stuff. Stuff is meaningless. We are the ones that attach meaning to stuff. We attach to old beliefs that no longer serve us, that we don't take the time to look at, or old patterns, or relationships, or outcome. When was the last time you did something because you just enjoyed doing it, not looking for the outcome? So it's really, really important when we do all of this alignment stuff, again, from the rooter to the tutor, that when we finally get to that crown, we look at the things that we attach to, because we attach because of imbalances, insecurities, feelings of shame, feelings of guilt, excessive worry. That is why we attach, because we feel better by attaching. You know, excuse me, there's a relatively, I don't know, I would say famous, but a well-known yogi. I'm not really familiar with his teachings, but I saw an interview with him once, and I was really taken with what he had to say. I'm going to butcher his name. It's Paramahamsa Yogananda. I'm pretty confident that's his name. Again, I likely butchered it. But he was asked, in the journey of enlightenment, in the journey of spirituality, do you have to give up all the things? Do you have to detach, essentially? Do you have to stop smoking and stop drinking and stop gambling? For me, give up wingy. Like, do you have to give these things up? And he was like, you don't have to give any of it up. None of it. But you may want to. And that struck me so hard because I've seen that in my own life, in my own development. You know, back in the day, and if you've read my books or heard any of my stories, I was into everything. Like Dana's got stories. Like, I was into everything. And as I've evolved and released things that no longer serve me, I no longer care to be involved in the things that were destructive or toxic to me. And it's really something, because I do believe that many of us, or most of us, or hopefully all of us, ultimately want to be sovereign beings. We want to not have to rely on external validation, or not to have to rely on any assistance for our well-being. And in order to do that, we have to become sovereign beings. And when we do that, we don't need to fill the void or self-soothe or numb or distract ourselves. And that is what alignment looks like. And when we ultimately do align ourselves and our crown chakra is open, and again, our channel is open and we are connected to all things, that is when we are able to manifest, to create the lives that we desire. Now, next week, we are going to talk about manifestation and alignment. And again, back to me being irreverent. Too many people think they know what they're talking about. They're like, I'm going to manifest a car and I'm going to put up my vision board. And then they get frustrated because they don't get the things that they want, because there's a little bit of a misinterpretation of what manifestation really is. But if you understand your energy centers, and just to bring it full circle, when I first started doing these segments, this is like, I think, the 16th one. So this has been about 4 months now. When I first started doing these segments, I did my introduction, I talked about Ubuntu and stuff, but I did a whole series on the clairs. I did a whole series on knowing what your inclinations are and what your natural giftedness is, whether it's clairaudience or clairvoyance or clairsentience and so on and so forth. And so many of us have these abilities, and maybe we've seen touches of them, but we don't truly tap into them because we carry the weight of the world. We carry burdens. We're distracted. And then I went into the chakras, and I covered all of what it looks like balanced and imbalanced, all the aspects of self. So I showed you what you could do. We're looking at what's keeping us from doing it. And now if we're following along, if we're doing our homework, we are aligned up through the crown chakra, and now's where the magic happens. So this idea of understanding energy, understanding our energy centers, and now being able to read, interpret, manipulate energy, and create that magic in our life, this is where we're going. Super excited, super excited. So next week, bring your notebooks. That's what we're going to do. Before I hand it over to Freddie and Dawn, I just want to show you something really quickly. So everything that I'm talking about, even though all the chakra stuff is in each book of the trilogy, Veda Finds Her Crown, I wrote initially for like adolescent kids, but I've done workshops for adults. It's really Chakras 101, if any of this speaks to you. I wrote this book, and I created this deck of cards as an accompaniment. It's got like hot tips and like, exercises. It's like for fun, right? But I also just published, and I mentioned this last week, I just published a 9-week curriculum for teachers that are interested in educating the whole child, are interested in the children's, their ability to process their emotions, homeschoolers, and it's really an awesome tool. But before I published it officially, I printed it out in this form from whatever, Office Depot. It's the same exact material, but I just printed it just so I would have it in advance. I'm giving them away. If these speak to you, if you think that this is something that you could utilize with the children in your life, whether you're an educator or a parent, grandparent, whatever it is, I'm happy to give them to you. Now, don't bother Freddie and Dawn. They got plenty of my other stuff that they're giving away, but contact me directly. I could bring it to you. I can mail it to you. I can get it to you. The only kind of catch is that you need the book, you need the cards in order to utilize the curriculum. But if it speaks to you and this is something that you want to incorporate into your raising, educating of your children, I've got 2 of them. So hit me up, bootfishgallery.com. With that said, as always, thank you for listening. Next week, bring your notebooks, manifestation and alignment, and you know the rest. Ubuntu.
You be you. You be you. Ubuntu. So many things. I love having Dana here. Do you know I just had this amazing epiphany.
There it comes.
Right? As I'm getting older in my life and my alignment of what it is, I never knew chakras were correlated to age, right? To your developmental chronological age. And then she talks about the crown chakra and what that is. And I was right there at that pinnacle when I started working with you. How do you like that?
You were at the
Boom.
pinnacle?
48. I met you, I was 48.
But I don't think you were at the pinnacle.
But crown chakra, the crown, the top. Here we are, right? I finally got somewhat in alignment. I was a little off kilter, but I knew where I needed to be and had to put everything else like straight in alignment. And that's what we have found, at least I have found. So many of the women that we work with that come forward are within that age group. They're not over 50, right? It was always men hit this midlife crisis at 50. I remember that was always like the old adage. And then we found as we did this, the women that we started working with weren't 50. They were in their late 40s. 45, they started thinking about now what? So in their later 40s, they're like, all right, I need to do for me, whether it's chronologically because their kids are growing up, but they're looking for something new. It's time to do them. But it was always that age group, and it still is. And now that you sort of give validation, as you call it, to why that is, even if we don't have everything in alignment, we know where our crown wants to be, right? We know what the next level we want to get to, and it's at that age. It's not 50, it's in the late 40s.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I also find what I find interesting is like I understand the ages of residents because remember it varies. Maybe it's 41 to 48. You know what I mean? Everybody's a little bit different, but so it's a general residence. But what I find interesting is when we start getting around our throat chakra years. And the throat chakra is 28 to 30, 35 to 42. Let's do the math. 28 to 35, and then 35 to 42, and then 42 to 49. These are the years that women, when they get their other stuff in order, when they release their fears and end toxic relationships and leave that destructive job, relationship, whatever it is, this stuff starts blowing up. They start living in their truth, right? And then all of a sudden the intuition that they carried all along really starts to come online. And then that sense of for me, it kind of started with anger. I'm not putting up with blah, blah anymore. But when I created more peace, the crown, that sense of presence and reduction of the needless worry and not being so angry at everybody else and just being, it just happened naturally because all of these things came into place. I'm assuming it's
but
like
that
with you.
But the ages are it's so interesting. I know, back to me again, so sorry. But I was diagnosed with thyroid disease at 38. So that's your throat chakra.
Yep.
Because I knew I had so much to say, but I didn't know then what I know now, that chakras are sometimes manifest in physical problems, right? The thyroid. Didn't even know that was a throat chakra thing until I did. And I'm like, oh, perfect sense. And then that's 38. I start working with you in my 40s. I'm starting to speak my truth. And then boom, here we are. And now, I don't know what happens on the other side of that big number I'm going to hit next year, but something great's got to keep happening.
Peace. Peace.
How do you like that?
I just want to mention.
Imagine where you're at. Tranquility.
I was 47 when I started.
Okay, so it's got to be the same for men.
And I had a tattoo done when I was 42, and everybody says I was suffering from midlife crisis. But I was drunk and celebrating a big victory in Tampa.
Or that.
So I didn't know one from the other, but when I was 47, I was going through a divorce, and Gio, I went to see him in Tampa, and he was playing video games, and I came up with an idea, and I says, why don't we turn this into streaming? Back in that day, nobody did this. And I went to the radio stations, and I said, you guys are a TV station. They said, what? So they saw the money value in it, and they kept it. And, I didn't know all these things had labels.
As Dane would say, isn't that something?
It was an assertion in my life. When you're in your 40s, and you ladies will get there someday, you're going to sit back and say, what the hell have I done? I had a lot of jobs, made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, was married once before, was married, had 2 kids at the time. Yeah. What did I do with my life? What am I doing with my life? And I said, I want to do something big. I want to do something that nobody's ever heard of. And I did this. And it's been, 20 years now? And still doing it, still having fun at it. Getting to meet people and the kids and everything else that I've met, that's been the gift. That's been the difference. See, sometimes you don't see it coming, which is, I think, what's happened to you now. Nothing happens when you hit the big one next year. Just get wiser. Your pupils get clearer because friendship has a different flavor. Meeting people means something differently. When you meet somebody and they're sincere and you help them, you're going to realize what that feels like. Holding your granddaughter when she turns 3 or 2 or 1, you're going to know what that feels like. It's not like your kids. It's a different feel. That's what you learn with age, man. That's what it's all about. It's about learning the numbers. I keep telling you that.
And what you do, what you're doing and sharing. So for people who are into the woo, which I don't even think it's woo, I just think it's life. I think everything you talk about is all the things that people know, but they don't know. It's like those missing puzzles when you have visions and you say the pictures of your life sort of scatter like a movie, and then there's that one missing puzzle piece. And Dana's like this peg, and you pop that puzzle piece in, and it's suddenly like, wow, the whole picture is in Technicolor, and it's all right there. And you validate so much for so many people, from women and for men. Clearly, it's the same, but yet,
But
right?
it's not.
But not.
Yeah. No, we always say woo because it's just like an easy category. But like the third of the trilogy, I call it The Woo Was You, because it's not woo. People started calling it woo because they were trying to just kind of put a negative connotation or make fun of.
I think they were afraid of it.
They're afraid of it, but really we all are these magical beings, and we have just become disconnected from our power source. Think about if we all were plugged in, we wouldn't have to have the beauty industry tell us what makes us, worthy, or the fitness industry tell us what makes us worthy, or the financial district tell us what makes us worthy. We would just be worthy, and we would be shining for everybody. And if we all did that, awesome.
People have made movies about woo. They just call it something else. So you take The Matrix.
Yeah.
Is it the red pill or is it the blue pill? Do you want to see reality or do you want to see something that they've made you believe? And I think that this being the year that I keep hearing from everybody where everything is going to be revealed, I think the revealing is you.
Yeah.
I think you're revealing. I think you have the opportunity of deciding whether you want the red pill or the blue pill. And whatever pill you take is the life you're going to lead, especially if you're in your 40s, which is magical. See, back in the day, we thought this movie was just different.
You know what happens then? People hit 60s in that old retirement age, right? That AARP or whoever said that,
we're back to
that you're supposed to retire at 65. It's not your grandparent 65 anymore. At 65, there's so much more life to live because you're wiser and you're clearer. Not that you're 65, but as we get into that age, it doesn't mean we stop. There's so much more wisdom to impart on everybody, on different generations, on your employees, on your friends, on your relationships, on your children, on your grandchildren. I don't know anyone that's quitting at 65. I feel like you're just getting better. Different, but better.
DFQ. DFQ?
Exactly. FDQ. No, DFQ. Just don't stop.
DFQ. I mean, we talked about that a few weeks ago. And it's funny how those 3 letters came to me in a movie, which had nothing to do to any of this conversation we're having here. But it's still, I wanted to put it on my arm, DFQ.
Let's go. Right after this.
Yeah, I got no problem.
They're both going with you.
Because you shouldn't let life dictate to you who you are. You got so many jewels. You got so many gifts that you're given. I'm just upset that it's taken me this long to realize it. Yeah. That's what it comes down to. I wish I was their age, man. Because if I knew what I know today at their age, man, I'm going to tell you, life would be different.
But I can't believe what you unlock. Even for the woo, like in me, the woo that I know I am. And then you just give this clarity of, oh, wow.
Are you clear?
I'm clearer as
That's because you're the dawn.
Yes, I am. 100%. And then I can't wait for you to do the piece on impact, how you impact others. My daughter is going to graduate with her master's in art therapy in May. And she does this whole, I got to introduce you. She redoes books. And she takes books, she finds an old book, and then she cuts out words to, like in her mind must work in words and pictures. And she puts it together like an annotation, but she cuts out the words, so it's like a puzzle. And she did this whole book about my dad and what he meant to her as a grandfather. It makes me think of you and what you're going to do and what you do, how you will impact your grandchildren. And other people look at it and they're like, wow, who is this? And I said, I didn't realize Grandpa had such a powerful message, how he impacted you. And she's like, what do you mean? But you don't know what you don't know. You don't know your impact on other people. And then it's my daughter and it's my father, right? But yet I didn't realize the positive impact that he had on her entire life. And then she puts it in this book page. And I was like, oh my God, this was last week.
Well, your father touched a lot of lives.
Powerful. But back to your next piece you're going to do in a couple of weeks on impact. That pebble, you don't realize how far that pebble goes, the ripples that you leave.
So let me ask you, so let's assume that we're going to do a seminar.
Yeah.
What would you do it on?
You know, I've given this some thought, actually.
I know you have.
And it really depends. This is not the answer that you want, but it really depends on the audience, because as you could see, I could talk about how to make you feel safe all the way up through what does it look like when you astral travel. And so if your audience wants to talk timelines, I watched you guys yesterday with Sally, or 2 days ago, talking timelines. You can talk about that. But I think most people really want to feel good, be happy, find their purpose, and pursue their purpose. I think that's most people. They want to just be happy. And then when that happens, then we could go off. So I think 10 Recs, 10 Recommandments for Personal Empowerment is a really good seminar. I think of Manifestation is a good seminar. I think a chakra thing, your rainbow colored roadmap is a good one. I could do a whole thing on the Ubuntu Girl's Guide to Greatness. Like there's a lot that, because I've taught all these workshops and I'm just trumping at the bit to do it again. Audience participation, like everybody gets to learn the information and apply it to them on the spot. Little notebooks, little crystals, little prezzies.
I gotta tell you.
She's funny.
If there's anyone like me in this world and you can get a bundle of crystals to go with every chakra, this is like a dream come true to get this whole little packet for every chakra. Heather, wait till you see these. These are unbelievable.
I don't remember what I put in there. I saw you looking through them.
Like you don't even have to decide and pick one.
What do you got? You got Howlite? Oh, that's a nice one. Howlite.
Right, I'm very careful not to put them in my left hand. I'd rather put them in my right hand. It's a heart cross.
I put a heart in there?
Yes, it's like a selenite heart.
Oh my God, I was looking for
that.
I was going to wrap it and make a necklace. That's Angelite. The selenite heart, and there's probably a clear quartz.
There he goes.
Yes, and there's a quartz. Or I think this is the selenite. Or the quartz.
That's the quartz.
This is coming from the one who could not finish Max's experiment yesterday. That was so funny. Dawn cannot sit and do this. Because she goes
But
haywire.
Max can.
But the stones, she starts juggling them.
Yeah.
It's like, for me, it's the touch, it's the feel, it's the energy of the stones. And I'm careful not to put them in my left hand. For those of you that don't know, it's because you're receiving the energy. And until you clear them from somebody else, make sure you clear them before you put them in your left hand. Just saying. And I know from experience.
What if you're left-handed?
Clean them first.
Switch.
Just wash them, cleanse them, because you don't know.
Don't wash the selenite though; it'll disintegrate on you. Wash the other.
But not from Dana. But there are times that you walk into a crystal store and everyone's touching.
Everyone's touching.
Right, and so it's not the store and it's not the person you're buying it. It's everyone who walks in and they've all touched it. All their energies are now on these stones that you are now going to absorb in your hand. So clear them, clean them, whatever it takes.
Okay.
Ever thought about that?
No.
Because you're not me. It's not always
Can I
easy.
lick 'em?
It's not always easy being
Can I
me.
lick 'em?
I don't know. Ask Dana.
Spit
Can
shine
he
'em?
lick them and spit shine them?
Keep them to the frogs. You lick the frogs.
Oh God.
Yeah,
But
lick the
so
frogs,
many
and then you
crystals.
hold the crystals, and that's a party.
All right, I want to take a break because
Crystals have other people's energy. Wow.
you have no idea.
This is unreal.
Ever notice
They
every
carry
time I wear a
codes.
necklace, people say they'll either touch it, but now they've learned to ask, and I never say no. But
So
then
am
I'm
I
like,
wearing
oh,
other
here we
people's
go.
energies?
People touch you.
Oh, somebody must have touched these in the stores.
But
Gato, where'd you get these?
But you don't mind absorbing energies. It's your calling. I'm not a big fan. Sorry, my husband.
What happens when you absorb energy?
It's a whole other conversation. Let's take a commercial break because I want to go into this whole curriculum. I've got more questions to ask of that also. So let's segue commercial break, and then we'll be back.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
Welcome to Working Nurses Home Care, where your private care is our priority. We provide medical and supportive private duty care all under one agency serving Broward, Palm Beach, and the Treasure Coast. From long-term care and companionship to recovery support, our nurses, therapists, and home health aides are here for you. We accept most major insurances including United Medicare, Aetna, Humana, Oscar, Cigna, and Medicare. Count on us for care that you can trust. Call Broward at 954-916-7458 or Palm Beach at 409-0767. Visit us at www.workingnurseshomecare.com. At Working Nurses Home Care, we are here to serve and support.
Welcome to La Mesa Cafe Bistro, where every cup has a story. From freshly brewed coffee to comforting, flavorful dishes, it's the perfect place to slow down and savor the moment. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. from Tuesday to Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday and Monday. Stop by and taste the difference at 48 Northeast 1st Avenue in Boca Raton.
Looking for great coffee and a place to unwind? Come to Tiki Coffee and Desserts. We serve gourmet coffee made fresh, rich espresso, smooth lattes, and handcrafted specialty drinks made just the way you like them. Pair it with one of our delicious desserts, from creamy cheesecakes to fresh pastries and sweet treats made to satisfy every craving. No matter what you're in the mood for, you can trust that it's been prepared with care and quality ingredients. Enjoy a warm, welcoming atmosphere where our friendly staff make you feel right at home the moment you walk in. Whether you're meeting friends, taking a break, getting some work done, or simply treating yourself, Tiki Coffee and Desserts is the perfect stop. Don't miss out on an irresistible experience you'll want to come back to again and again. Tiki Coffee and Desserts, the hottest new coffee shop in Boca.
Imagina que este es tu dinero y alguien te lo quiere quitar. ¿Quién es? El IRS. Adivina qué, quieren tu dinero y pueden tomarlo, todo si quieren. Entonces, ¿qué haces? Usted contraataca dejando que nuestro equipo de expertos lo resuelva con el IRS para poder conservar su dinero. Llame ahora mismo y aprende gratis cómo podemos ayudarte a volver a ponerlo en tu bolsillo. 5 minutos de tu tiempo pueden ahorrarte miles de dólares.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Candles flickering, soft glow of delight. The evening dances, love's an endless flight. Candles on the cake, they're lit up bright. Friends and family gathered, it's your night. The music's playing, laughter fills the air. Tonight we celebrate you with love and joy to share. Moments like these, they spark and glaze your soul. Embracing time together, letting memories unfold. Happy birthday, here's to you. May your day be filled with dreams come true. With love, laughter, and memories to make. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. Wishes are whispered, dreams take flight. Make some noise, let the celebration ignite. From all of us with hearts so true. Happy birthday, we're here loving you. Every laugh captures the spark of today. In the quilt of joy, it's the love we portray. So gather closer, share your brightest light. In this moment, everything feels so right. Happy birthday, here's to you. ahead. With candles and wishes, all the love we've said. Happy birthday, this song's for you. May your heart always know joy that's true.
And we're back.
Happy birthday to the world.
Everybody in March.
It's your birthday.
It's a birthday day. All right, so we're here with Dana Sardano, and I wanted to segue because it's hard to go from one concept to another without like people cleansing their palate, as they say. And we move on to the next. This is Veda Finds Her Crown. This is the 9-week curriculum. I love this. What ages can you really start? Because you said parents, grandparents, so I think could we do this with our grandkids?
Yeah. Yeah, so the curriculum, I would say between 10 and 15. And it really depends on like your 10-year-old or, but there's a lot, you have to read the book. So I think if you're working with them, maybe you could go to 8 or 9 and, but I think you would have to adjust it because the concepts, you could take the cards and do them with a 5 or 6-year-old. You know what I mean? Because the cards are like fun exercises, like go sit outside and eat an orange food and this is a crystal. But as far as the curriculum itself, I'm thinking 5th, 6th, 7th grade up through high school, and how it is you would, and I say it somewhere in here that you can modify it all the way up through high school. I did it with adults.
So not that I want to give you more work, but I think you should make it for younger also.
Okay,
so
I'll get right on that.
So yeah, I told you I see things in animation, right? So it's like the days. Show me a board book. Like going on a bear hunt. The board books. And page 1 is your root chakra, and it's red, and you have her on it. And it's like, it can even have a tactile, what does the root chakra feel like? Is it fluffy? Is it hard? Is it crinkly? And then they're touching it, and then it can be, she eats this red food, whatever it is, and then it's the next one, it goes all the way up. So it's actually ingraining in them all the way. And then it talks about the rainbow, right? And at the end of it, we're such a judgmental society, the rainbow is a good thing. Right? Whether it's pride or you eat the rainbow of your foods or, yes, my training is in early childhood. But can you tell? But the younger we start them, the more it becomes ingrained in who they are and what they do.
I couldn't agree more. And I have 2 early reader children's books, See Spot Run, Spot Run Fast, and they're based on my kids. They're with pencil drawings.
My Nana is a fairy. It could be anything.
Yeah. But the one is Me, You, Ubuntu, and it's about sharing.
I love that.
And the other is My New Brain, and it's about taking accountability. But I think it would be cool to maybe continue that line in a chakra sense. Yeah. No, you're onto something because how much all of my adult books, I have said it. I've said it all. I did it with pictures. I did it without pictures. I did it in a trilogy. I did it. I think I'm going home right now and I'm doing this.
My Nana is a fairy. There you go.
I'm on that as well. You mentioned the rainbow though, and one of the things at the end with some fun activities is to have them do with the balloon animals and everybody do a different color and make an arch, a rainbow arch, because to celebrate the colors.
I love that. It's so cute.
Yeah.
Because there's so many ways that people will use the rainbow. It's like you tell your kids, even for adults, your food should look like the rainbow. You should eat the rainbow. You shouldn't just have orange foods or yellow foods. For a well-balanced diet, it should be the rainbow.
Yeah, he laughs.
I'm going to bring you my curriculum.
I eat the rainbow, but I eat it at night, so you can't see the colors. You know what I'm saying? It's there.
You've got the blues and the reds, you've got your berries, and you've got everything. Your vegetables are the greens and the yellows, and carbs don't seem to have a color. So maybe that shouldn't be on your plate. I don't know. There's so many great things.
Well, you need red, white, blue, white, rice. You name carb.
No.
Well, this is coming from the one we just had dinner, and she has sushi, and I believe you had rice.
Yes.
With a whole bunch of other stuff that was squishy in your mouth.
But beets and everything. But this is so fantastic. And if you're a teacher, or a parent, a grandparent, it literally walks you through step by step. 1, 2, 3, 4. And explains it what pages to read, and then there's, in case you get confused on what page you're on, it's color coded, so you can't even get confused on what chakra you're on. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I got affirmations to hang in the classroom.
So
color-coded.
Incredible.
Yeah, this was definitely well thought out because this is, you know, my younger daughter, when she was like 12, she got in some trouble in school. And as I wouldn't say as a, more of a consequence, it wasn't a punishment. I had her read a couple pages of the book each day and write something about it because I wanted her to be immersed in it. And why not, if you're going to ground them, you're just trying to center them. Why not teach them something? And I found it very, very, I think that's really what prompted me to do the curriculum, because I was doing that with her from the book. You know what I mean?
Imagine you get to the blue, the throat chakra, and they tell you something, Mom, Dad, and they just blurt it out, and you're like, I told you. I just had to speak my truth. Like, well, maybe not. But again, that's a learning lesson, right? How to speak your truth without offending others, or there's so many lessons that you can teach through this curriculum.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
Boundary setting, all of it.
Oh, your favorite word?
Yeah.
He hates that word.
Really?
He does not believe in that word.
Don't take it out of proportion. Boundaries to me is a word I don't like because you should know better, but you don't. So you have to teach people boundaries, and that's very difficult without insulting people. Even though they're insulting you by not having them, teaching people boundaries becomes a very sensitive issue. You know the old saying, you can insult me, but when I insult you back, I'm going to bite and take everything with it.
Oh, that's an old saying?
Yeah.
It's a pretty old saying. I was going to say, everyone.
So you can bite, but I'm going to bite back. And when I do, watch out, because I'm taking the whole room with me.
Wow.
Otherwise, I'm not looking for the trouble.
Zen Beaver at his finest.
Zen Beaver. That's right. Come Friday, you'll meet Zen Beaver, who's a hippopotamus. This is cute. I see a room where you put little banners of these things up on the wall so people read them. You ever go into a seminar and you look around and they dress up the room?
Yeah.
And the room is now talking to you. Because, you know, rooms are live, living creatures. And the more you feed it, the more it breathes, the more it educates the mind that's looking for that moment, you know?
Yeah.
And this is all about that. This is all about movement. This is interesting. I see your master's degree is coming to play.
You know,
a lot of people don't know that Dawn has a master's.
God has a funny sense of humor. Who would have ever thought all of my background, the things that I did, would actually come to fruition again in this space? It's kind of crazy.
It's not crazy. It's only crazy because you didn't think it would ever happen. But here you have it.
No, it's part of the steps.
Right.
It's part of when we were doing when I was working on the publishing company, I had tutored for the SAT just for the reading comprehension and the grammar for years, taught English for years, like all of the mechanics. Next thing I know, I am the editor-in-chief. And I'm like, oh, all of that made sense. So you ask yourself, am I just doing this because I had these skills, or were these skills prepping me for something bigger? Mm-hmm. And it sounds to me like you were being prepped for something bigger, whether you realize it or not.
And it's funny because when we first started, and she got together with her daughter, and they did the internship. It was the very first, it was Teddy the Russian rocket was the first one. Because we needed help. In order to grow, you need hands. So Dawn's, I didn't know at the time, that she was very good putting things together for young minds. What they don't understand is that the foundation has been here. The Futures Foundation has been here for years. It was just never named. Because when Dawn started that 10 years ago, and we've gone through over 300 interns, maybe more. And if you look at all the interns that have come in through here, all the producers that have gone on, it all came from an idea that has a home from the Dawn's masters, from her education, from the things that you learned in school, except you never branded it because she never spoke. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Does it make sense to you?
Yeah, 100%.
And she never used her power. She used to spread her power like peanut butter. And then she used to, that's why it took 10 years to get to this point. If she had spoken back then, I'd be retiring. I'd be in Honolulu right now and looking at the show with all these producers doing
Spread
that
the peanut butter, put on some sprinkles, a nice cherry on top, wrap it up in a bow, and here it is.
And she comes up today with ideas, and she thinks that because she's come up with ideas today, it's a magical day. But if you go back 10 years since we first started, It's been a magical day for 10 years. She just doesn't acknowledge it. Not that she doesn't see it. She just doesn't acknowledge it. But then the messenger comes along and you light the candle and everything changes. And that's a fact, Jack. Ain't nobody gonna change that because I can prove it. And I got living proof sitting right in front of me. You look around in this room per se, or in that room over there, and you will see 10 years of growth of what Dawn learned and implemented with her daughter, which is a very precious commodity in her life. So C, I call her C, has a lot to do with the kids being here. Handshake, the colleges, the connections, all the work that went into bringing these minds from every level of education.
Got all that?
I watch too. I watch too. I do. I do watch. I see a lot. You know, there's no accident that he's here. There's no accident that these two Bobby sisters are here. It ain't no accident that Max is here. And look at
Max is watching the show on her computer because sitting 2 feet away isn't quite close enough, apparently. Are you looking at the metrics? Thank you, Max, for that. But so many great things, Dana. All right, how do people get information and get in touch with you? She will light you up. I'm just saying, be prepared for what's coming because it's all great.
Yeah, definitely be prepared for what's coming. But you just find me at ubuntufishgallery.com. There are links everywhere. Contact here, contact there. Just contact me. And like I said, if you're not close, I will mail you the curriculum. If you are close, I'm happy to hand it to you. But yeah, just hit me up and then check out my other stuff because I got a lot of really cool stuff that I just put out and it's exciting.
And we're going to start a book club here, right?
I think that is such a great idea. Like, I think getting everybody to start with 10 Rex, because the trilogy is the way to go, and watching everybody's growth and everybody being, your accountability buddy. And then we can do segments where we do Q&As, so we could apply the concepts of the book to people's specific questions, issues, problems, and solve them on the spot.
I love it. On the spot problem solving. Are you always this energy? Are you like this at home?
Yeah. My kids can't stand me.
Are your girls like this too?
In their own way. And remember, they're 15 and 16.
Ain't nobody like you.
You haven't met my father.
He's like you?
Well, he was something. I was like him, big blockhead.
Wow.
Isn't that something? That's why you got to read the prologue.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
Because now you revere him, and if you don't read the prologue, you won't understand why that makes a difference.
Yeah. I'll just say this much, and I know I've mentioned it in segments. My father and I had been estranged from the time I was 14 to 41.
Wow.
There was a stint when I was 18 where we gave it a go, and it just there was just too much pain that hadn't been resolved yet. And 41, he came out of nowhere with hat in hand, and forgiveness is truly divine.
40-something.
Yeah. I was able at that point too, right? And I was also living my truth, speaking authentically. And and we had 7 years where we built this beautiful relationship, and then he passed. And our relationship continued after he passed, but that's for a woo conversation for another day.
Oh my gosh.
Something, right?
Incredible. All right, we're going to take a break, see what other elements the kids have created, and come back and wrap it up.
We have some other things that we have to talk about.
All right, more to come. We'll be right back.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
Imagine this. A loved one, a son or a daughter, has just suffered from a life-threatening accident. They're transported to a state trauma hospital, and despite being in the care of professional physicians, they tragically pass away due to preventable medical errors. As if this was not tragic enough, then finding out that legal statutes in the state of Florida devalue your loved one's life to zero. This is what we are fighting against. Come join Edward Salazar as he discusses the issues surrounding free kill laws and how to resolve them. Catch The Fight Against Free Kill Laws with Ed Salazar on Monday, 5 p.m. on all social media. Learn who we are and join our cause today.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest get tacked on, and now you're struggling just to make the minimum due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because we've personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by up to 50% and stop the late fees if you qualify. Please call our special debt hotline number right now for a completely free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call now.
Call 866-307-7152.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Global Recycling Day, celebrated every March 18th, is a worldwide initiative that encourages people to see waste as a valuable resource rather than something to throw away. By promoting recycling in everyday life, the day highlights how materials like paper, plastic, glass, and metal can be reused multiple times instead of ending up in landfills. Recycling helps conserve natural resources, reduce the need for raw materials, save energy, and improve the quality of the air and water around us, all while playing an important role in addressing climate change. Simple actions like recycling newspapers, plastic bottles, soda cans, cereal boxes, and milk cartons can collectively make a significant difference. Ultimately, Global Recycling Day reminds us that small, consistent efforts can lead to meaningful environmental impact and a more sustainable future for everyone. National Sloppy Joe Day, celebrated every March 18th, pays tribute to the beloved Sloppy Joe sandwich, a hearty, flavorful creation made with ground beef, tomato-based sauce, onions, and spices served on a soft bun. Its origins are widely debated, with some tracing it back to Cuban-inspired ropa vieja in the 1920s and others to a Midwestern cook named Joe who enhanced a loose meat sandwich with tomato sauce in the 1930s. The sandwich grew in popularity across the United States, especially after Hunt's introduced Manwich in 1969, making it easier for families to prepare at home. Known for its rich, tangy sweet flavor and signature messiness, the Sloppy Joe has become a nostalgic comfort food enjoyed by generations.
On this day in 1776, during the American Revolutionary War, the British Parliament repeals the Stamp Act. On this day in 1848, the premiere of William Henry Fry's Leonora in Philadelphia is the first known performance of a grand opera by an American composer. On this day in 1944, Mount Vesuvius in Italy erupts, killing 26 people, causing thousands to flee their homes, and destroying dozens of Allied bombers. On this day in 1968, the U.S. Congress repeals the requirement for a gold reserve to back U.S. currency.
And we're back. So a few things that I wanted to touch base on. We are going to be offering different challenges, different packages, right? You were talking about putting together
Consultation packages.
a consultation package, and that means that we're going to be able to consult with businesses to put different ideas. I was just turning off the fan. Different ideas, philosophies, different things that make your business grow. Now, I'm gonna give you the warning. I've done this now for 19 years. I'm going to give you the warning again. If you have a business, the summer's coming. And when the summer hits Florida, it gets really, really hot. And it's funny because my friends know I've been preaching this such a long time. They know. And I see during the book going like this. He's right. Here it comes. Because everything slows down. And where you used to have 10 people at your place, you're going to be down to 1. And there's one person who's going to have to decide all the other places to go and spend the money, and you're going to be in competition for the dollar. So if you don't take advantage of it now, if you don't start doing the strategy now, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Just telling you, I've been warning people for a number of years. Get ready for the summer, because it gets hot. People go to the beach, people leave, vacation, yada, 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 and your business, you got nothing but crickets. True?
I remember the first time you told me that. I remember ever have like this moment in your life, you remember exactly where you were and your reaction. And we were in the lobby of the gallery between our first studio and our second studio by the kitchen. And you said this to me, and I looked at you, and I think I started to cry. And I went, what? You're crazy. It's February. Summer's so far away. And you said to me, mark my words, it's coming. And I'll never forget. And so now every time you say it, I am back to the lobby in the gallery of you saying that. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why that is, but it is.
We had a weird summer last year where we went to Boynton. That's when we opened up Boynton.
Yeah.
And even though the book was there, we did shows and we tried everything under the sun. And God gifted us with the restaurants, with all of the restaurants that we're still friends with and still doing business with. And they helped us get through the summer. But I gotta tell you, I need a new angle. I need a new place. Maybe it's country clubs. I don't know what it is.
It'll happen.
But something's got to happen. You got to start working on it now. Because if you don't work on it now, you're going to have a problem. So we're developing the consultation situation where you come in, we give you ideas, things to do, people to network with, different languages. Because I've learned that you can't have enough languages in any studio. Portuguese, we're going to do some Portuguese tomorrow on Friday. Czech. You got some Czechoslovakian, Russian, whatever you want to call it, over in the corner. How you doing?
Russian.
Russian, all sorts of stuff. French.
Do you speak Russian or Czech? You speak Czech.
Yeah, Czech.
Czech.
He speaks Czech.
That's what I said. Russian is like Russian. Russian. Just check.
Anyway, a lot of good things happening. Andrew, what did you do to the color on the camera? It looks beautiful. Andrew, did you change the color on the camera because it looks beautiful? No?
What camera?
Checked it? Nice job.
Check. Her name's Check.
You know, she is the Olympian capable. She could set all the records at every university in South Florida for the shot put.
Oh, wow.
She throws it further than anybody else, and they never put her on the team. And if I'm lying, am I saying the truth? FAU, Lynn, all of them, you will break all their records. True?
I didn't look at FAU.
FAU is just the same thing as Lynn. I looked it up. When you told me how far she could throw the meters, they should have put her on the team. She would have broken all the records.
She's laughing. All right, we got Don DeMarco Book, host of Faith Stories. How many years? You're going on your 2-year anniversary here at your show next month, right?
It's so awesome. Yay! And it's flown. I've had way too much fun. Shining guns.
Oh, now you're having fun?
And we've had so much fun with your guests.
Wait a minute, after 7 years, now you're having fun?
No, I mean, I had fun before, but this is really cool for what God has me doing right now. Yeah. Yes.
Who do you have on the show today?
Today I have Pastor Nathaniel Sweeting. Excuse me. He was referred to me by Jessica McNeil Morgan, who I had on the show in July. She said, I have someone. He wrote a book called Marriage Mechanics. So he's going to share his insight into how he helps people restore marriages and keep your marriage strong. So,
Wow.
which is very needed. You know, when you look at the Christian community, it's the same as the secular community, 50% and a divorce. Well, we should be better than that. Hello. If you have God at the center, you know. Richard and I celebrated 19 years on Monday.
Congratulations.
I can't believe it. It's like, what? Oh, and I still adore him.
Look, she's learning to hold the mic. She's like, what?
I know.
She's like, let me not pop anyone's ears. Did you see that?
I'm impressed.
The nuances of
Good.
media.
Oh, I didn't knock out the radio.
That was fantastic.
You guys are going to have to, you know, when I do my show, I notice that they do because they can now know, okay, she's going to laugh really hard, turn the mic down.
They got the snort button.
Andrew's shaking his head yes.
Every time you snort, they hit the button and it blanks out the board.
That would be hysterical.
The nuances of sound.
She outside a real joke. She at the time when we weren't prepared, the board will go blank, and we had to reset the board because she would laugh so loud.
I love it.
So
it's a good laugh, a hearty laugh.
So we sent it to the radio station, and I got a phone call the next day. And they said, don't send that without cleaning. I says, what happened? She says, it blanked out the board. It's like some kind of pitch she has. So now she hides the mic when she snorts, which is
that's great.
Somebody's taught her very well. And then she comes back.
Funny. Well, yeah, I'm not used to holding a mic anymore, though.
I know, that's the problem, that lapel when you...
I know.
It's
Or
very
laugh
sensitive.
really-
People don't realize how sensitive
Look,
the mics
Max
are.
says, what is going on here? And it's funny, because Max is laughing.
Welcome to my world, girl.
Max is laughing, and Max is the host of Lights in the Night, which is alien life, and she's laughing at you. She should be laughing at some of the things she talks
We
about.
have to have Max talk to Zachary
Oh, Lord. Yes. Yes.
in there. He's got a whole experience to share with you guys. And Dana, too. You'll be like, wow.
Yeah, this is a whole trip.
Amazing. And then you're having your 2-year party the end of April, right?
April 29th. Yep. I already
Amazing.
send out invitations. I've got probably about 15 people so far, but we know how that goes. You'll end up with, 30 reservations and 20 show up.
And what are you selling that day?
I'm not selling anything.
No shoes,
We're
no
just
lipstick,
no
purses?
selling, no nothing.
No shoes?
No shoes, no
Really? There were
nada.
people in here that were taking the credit card waiting for shoes?
Yeah, no, we're gonna just talk about faith stories and just have guests. I've invited all guests from the past, and just go around the room. And if anybody wants to be on camera, great. If they don't, I'm not gonna force them. Last time I was like, come on, get up here.
You had like 24 people here last night, no?
I didn't have that many, no. I probably had 24 confirmed, but then as the day approached, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. That's why you overbook, because not everybody's able to show up. Things happen. That's cool.
Well,
I
you
get
can do
it.
what Dawn did. She booked 200 people in here one time for the first foundation
I booked
party.
them, but they all came.
200.
Yeah,
came
that's
in
a
here.
lot of people in this
Yeah,
space.
I remember they were spilling out of everywhere.
Yeah.
But it was a great night.
It was great.
All right, so tune in today to Faith Stories at 3 o'clock. For more information for Dana, you can go to Ubuntu Fish Gallery, UBUNTU, UbuntuFishGallery.com. The curriculum is amazing. I want one. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. You can get a mug and a crystal, and I get to choose. They want one. I get to choose my mugs every morning or night, like coffee in the morning. I pick the right chakra. I've got a whole Dana collection.
You just keep talking up,
So many great
Speaking.
things. All right, more to come. Have a great afternoon,
Hold
everyone.
on, Friday at 3 o'clock? 3 o'clock, Friday.
Lights in the night, 2:30.
Lights in the night. No, it's 3 o'clock, I think. It's a special. We're going to have an hour on the show. Is it 2:30?
Usually 2:30.
It's usually 2:30, but we're going to be coming from Bramers. Are we going to be
Bramers.
back in time?
We'll see.
2:30, 3 o'clock. But they're inviting people to come down. I hear that there's a whole lineup of different people for that show on Friday. I'll show you the texts that are coming in. The last guest, she's coming back.
Yeah.
It was on the phone. She's invited 3 other people. And I think
Wendy will be here.
And Wendy, so that's 4. So out of that show, you're going to have maybe 4.
Hope you're going to be here.
Yeah, I'll be in the Keys. But that day, you are
Next
invited.
time you book a big show like that, make sure you're in
I
town.
didn't book it. It just happened. Talk to her and talk to her.
Hey.
So the bottom line.
I had 10. I interviewed 10 people.
Yeah.
You want to talk about crazy?
Oh, you can do it. But the interesting aspect of this is that it started with the lady on the phone, and she's talking to other people who now are watching the show. And we're doing the SEO on Lights in the Night, and I can show it to you. The numbers are quadrupling, which is interesting. It just means that more people are interested in what you guys are saying, which is an interesting aspect. That's why you see Russell in here almost every day. I'm surprised he's not here today. Because he sees the power of what you're putting together. So Friday, you're invited to come to studio if you want to be part of this conversation. Just don't get weird on me, because I would hate for people to ask you to leave. I'm just being honest. But you come in here and you can do your thing with the ladies and Russell at the forefront.
You're not going to be here?
I'll be in the Keys.
Because Wendy's already starting to get little insights.
I will
for
be
you.
calling in.
Oh,
I'll call
okay.
in.
So when is your birthday parties? Isn't that
Friday.
This Friday? You're talking about next Friday?
This Friday at Bramer's.
Okay.
No, I'm going to the Keys after the party.
Okay.
But I'm going to call in because this thing is, and there's certain things that I need to show you and explain to you whether or not you want to use it on the show. So there are things that we need to go over. But I'm going to go to Bramer's, do the birthday thing, then shoot out, and then I will be calling into their show. Don't look at me like that.
Say nothing.
You got the face.
Say nothing.
Don't get the face.
Say nothing.
It's all good. Don't worry about it. And Dawn's birthday is Tuesday. Let's not lose sight of that, because Tuesday we're going to have another party.
No, we're not. We're good.
Oh, no,
Anyway,
we're having a
we're gonna
party.
wrap this up. Have a great day, everyone. Yeah, we got shows coming
Tuesday,
in.
I am going to invite all of you to come down, and we're going to have a party, because this is the one before the big one. This is the one before. This is the one before the big one. You know the big one? This is the one before the big one. And man, if you think I'm going to let this slide, you don't know me very well.
All right, and on that note, have a great afternoon. We'll see you. Tune into Faith Stories today at 3 o'clock. We'll see you later.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.